Have you ever come across something so ancient and mysterious that even modern science shudders in disbelief? Entire civilizations, artifacts, and ruins that defy explanation can be found all over the world. These archaeological marvels, which range from mysterious writings to intricately carved stone spheres, raise more questions than answers. Let's explore the top 10 archaeological mysteries that science is yet unable to solve. So, grab your explorer's hat, because some of these might just rewrite history as we know it. Number 10. Dogu Figurines, Japan. The mysterious clay figures known as Dogu were made by the Jomon period people in Japan between 14,000 and 300 BCE, a long time before history was written. These small sculptures are unlike anything we typically imagine from ancient times. Their big, almond-shaped eyes, exaggerated features, and intricately carved bodies give them an almost supernatural appearance, as if they were from a distant planet. But the fact that we still don't fully understand why they were made after all these years is what makes Dogu so fascinating. According to some scholars, they may have served a religious or spiritual purpose. Perhaps they were thought to ward off evil or were used in healing rituals. Others claim they could have been fertility symbols, meant to bring good fortune to women hoping to become mothers. Another simple possibility is that they might have been children's toys. The truth is, we're still guessing. Dogu statues serve as a reminder of how little we sometimes know about our ancestors. These mysterious small statues that they left behind still baffle archaeologists and pique our curiosity today. Number 9. Sacsayhuamán, Peru. Sacsayhuamán is a huge and mysterious fort located in Peru, just outside the city of Cusco, high in the Andes Mountains. The construction of this ancient structure is equally as remarkable as its age or location. Even though the walls are composed of massive stone blocks, some of which weigh several tons, they fit together so precisely that no paper can pass through them. And the most surprising part? These stones were set in place without the use of cement or mortar of any kind. Without the help of modern machinery or tools, how were the builders able to precisely cut and move such large, heavy stones? That's the mystery. Some people think it was just sheer talent and wisdom that had been handed down through the ages. Others believe that we still don't fully understand the techniques they employed. In any case, Sacsayhuamán is a magnificent example of ancient engineering. Even now, archaeologists and scientists remain puzzled by how it was achieved. It's a reminder that our ancestors might have known far more than we often give them credit for. Number 8. Linear A script, Crete. Linear A was the writing system used by the Minoan culture on the island of Crete thousands of years ago. It was used from 1800 to 1450 BC and can be found on pottery, clay tablets, and other ancient objects. The interesting part, though, is that we still don't know what it says. Linear A remains a mystery despite having significant similarities to another writing, Linear B, which has been successfully translated and is known to represent early Greek. For decades, researchers have been trying to figure out the code by examining the symbols, figuring out their patterns and comparing them with other ancient languages. But nobody has been able to decode what the Minoans were writing as of yet. We don't know if they were writing prayers, narrating stories, or documenting trade deals. It's like owning an old book, but not knowing how to read it. The mystery of Linear A adds a layer of wonder to the Minoan culture. This silent voice from the past serves as a reminder that there are still a lot of mysteries from the ancient world that need to be solved. Number 7. Antikythera mechanism, Greece. Divers looking for a shipwreck off the Greek island of Antikythera more than a century ago found something that would stun the world. An odd-looking, tarnished brass device. It didn't seem like much at first, But upon closer examination, experts discovered that this was no ordinary object. It is currently thought to be the first analog computer in history and is more than 2,000 years old. Engineers from ancient Greece constructed the so-called Antikythera mechanism, which was highly advanced for its time. Its intricate internal gear system is capable of calculating the locations of planets, the moon, and the sun. It may keep track of the dates of important athletic contests and predict eclipses. All of this from a machine that existed long before the current computer did. Experts are still working on fully understanding how it was constructed and how it worked. We are both amazed and fascinated by the Antikythera mechanism, which proves that ancient humans possessed knowledge and abilities much beyond what we typically imagine. Number 6. Stone spheres of Costa Rica. Hundreds of huge stone spheres, some so precisely round that they almost look too perfect to be natural, are scattered throughout Costa Rica's lush landscape. These mysterious stones vary in size, with the largest weighing up to 16 tons. Even though they were made long before the invention of modern machinery, experts are still baffled by their flawless, even shape. Nobody is certain of who made them, how they were precisely shaped, or even why they ended up in that location. The majority of these stone spheres were discovered in the Dikis Delta and were probably created by a long-gone civilization. Some believe they served as symbols of power and prestige, or were used to designate important places. Others believe that they may have had spiritual or astrological significance. There are even more playful theories suggesting they were just decorative or symbolic. Their actual function is still unknown despite decades of research. Costa Rica's stone spheres serve as silent reminders of a lost culture that has yet to fully disclose all of its mysteries to the modern world. Number 5. Yonaguni Monument, Japan. Deep beneath the ocean's surface, off the shore of Japan's Yonaguni Island, is a strange and fascinating rock formation. With its sharp angles, smooth surfaces, and seemingly perfect edges, it resembles a giant staircase or a stepped pyramid. Some divers even describe it as a sunken city. For many years, this mysterious building, known as the Yonaguni Monument, has sparked heated debate among explorers, scientists, and archaeologists. Some people think it's entirely natural, a rare but feasible geological phenomenon formed over thousands of years by earthquakes and underwater currents. Others, however, are certain that it is man-made, and the remains of an old civilization that predates any known Japanese culture. If that's true, it could completely change what we know about early human history in this region. Nobody knows for sure yet. There is still a lot to discover and research beneath the seas. One of the ocean's biggest mysteries, the Yonaguni Monument, sits peacefully beneath the surface, awaiting someone to ultimately discover its origin. Is it a lost civilization or a natural wonder? Number 4. Thonis-Heracleion, Egypt. Thonis-Heracleion, an ancient Egyptian city, was a thriving port that was rich in culture, trade, and life more than 1,000 years ago. It was a key route between Egypt and the Mediterranean region, and stood majestically at the mouth of the Nile. But then, almost without warning, it vanished. The whole city sank under the ocean and was largely forgotten, reduced to a fable found in ancient writings. For centuries, people weren't even sure it had existed at all. When underwater archaeologists found its ruins off the coast of Egypt in the early 2000s, everything changed. They discovered temples, statues, and even ruins of ships beneath the sea and sand. Although it was an incredible discovery, the mystery of why it sank remains. Some people think the ground gave way as a result of a natural disaster like an earthquake or flood. Others suggest rising sea levels or unstable soil. Whatever the cause, the story of Thonis-Heracleion is a potent example of how even the greatest cities can be lost to time and the sea. Number 3. Roman dodecahedrons. Throughout Europe, archaeologists have discovered dozens of strange Roman artifacts, small, hollow bronze or stone objects with a hole in the middle of each side and 12 flat sides. These odd objects, which are from the 2nd to the 4th centuries AD, are called Roman dodecahedrons. Although they have been discovered in different places, no written documentation or explanations have yet been uncovered that explain what they really do. Their purpose remains one of history's oddest unsolved puzzles. According to some scholars, soldiers may have used them as measuring devices for measuring distances. Others claim they were used in spiritual rituals or religious ceremonies. There's even a theory that they were candlestick holders, though no wax traces have been found. The issue gets worse by the fact that none were ever mentioned in Roman literature. Roman dodecahedrons continue to captivate historians and historical lovers alike, regardless of their actual purpose. They remind us that even a society with as much history as Rome has mysteries we may never fully uncover. Number 2. Nazca Lines, Peru. One of the most fascinating archaeological wonders in the world, the Nazca Lines stretch over the arid desert plains of southern Peru. These massive drawings, or geoglyphs, were created by removing the reddish topsoil to expose the lighter ground beneath. From the sky, they form spirals, long, straight lines that stretch for miles, and shapes of plants, animals like monkeys and birds. The most remarkable thing about these carvings is that they are so enormous that they are only fully seen from above, which adds to the mystery surrounding their origins. Why the ancient Nazca people made them is a mystery. According to some experts, they were used to record significant events like solstices, or align with the stars in astronomical calendars. Others believe they served ceremonial or religious purposes, like calling on the gods for rain or abundant crops. There is even an alien theory, but scientists don't take it very seriously. The Nazca Lines are enormous, magnificent symbols that continue to awe people all over the world, regardless of their actual importance. They are among history's greatest mysteries. Number 1. Voynich Manuscript. The Voynich Manuscript is one of the most mysterious books ever discovered. Pages of strange language, odd symbols, and beautiful illustrations of plants that don't appear to exist anywhere in the real world fill this 15th century book. Also, there are drawings of strange figures, star charts, and what appear to be scientific or medical diagrams. But the big mystery, it has never been read by anyone. The writing is in a language that doesn't match anything we know. The script has never been translated, even after decades of work by linguists, cryptographers, and even World War II codebreakers. Some believe that it might be an elaborate hoax, while others think it might be a coded language. Some people think it was composed for mystical or scientific reasons. There are still concerns about who authored it, what it represents, and why it was written. Even now, the Voynich manuscript still puzzles specialists. Holding on to its secrets, it waits for someone to finally figure out its secrets while resting peacefully in a Yale library. The past holds countless secrets, and these mysteries remind us how much we still don't know. Every mystery tests our knowledge of the past, from sunk towns to unreadable writings. We are left to wonder, explore, and imagine until science catches up, which may happen someday. Because the best discoveries are sometimes the ones that defy explanation. That was all for today. Do not forget to like and subscribe to the Suspense Room to unlock more stories.